born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Tuesday morning, March 18th, 2025, 6:30 in the morning, bright and early. So thanks so much for joining me here at Forex Smart Trade. We help people become profitable currency traders. There are learning to trade currency is hard. Oops, what's this? Oh. My phone, whatever the thing is, heard me talking. I thought I was talking to it. There is, so currency trading is hard, and it isn't hard. You need the right tools, the right mentor, the right training, and you can do it profitably. There's lots and lots of information out there, and lots of people who promote a variety of different things, and it's hard to figure out who you can trust. We believe we are trustworthy, and we will give you the opportunity to check us out before you have to make any sort of commitment. We'll give you access to our indicators. We'll give you a little training so that you can use them. We've got live trades like this one that we do where you can watch an experienced trader walk through their process. So with that, let's jump in and see what we've got this morning. Last night we took two trades, both of them closed profitably, although one of them not till just this morning, and the overnight trade setup also closed profitably. So let's start. We need to listen to this guy, and then we can be on our way.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We teach with a variety of different tools. We've got the group training sessions. We've got videos. The thing that we think really distinguishes us is the personalized one-on-one training, where you get to work with a person who's an experienced, profitable trader, who will act as your mentor. And we are so confident in how well it worked. We've been doing this 16 years. So we know where all the potholes are, and we've figured out what's essential to learn and what's not, that will let you trade with our money and split what you make. So it's a win-win for both of us. We make an investment, and we also get a return on investment, just as you do. I do 3 live trades a week. This morning, Tuesday and Thursday morning at this time, and Monday afternoon. As I said, yesterday's trades closed profitably. Every evening, so long as it's not a holiday, Monday through Thursday, I send out an overnight trade setup. The company also sends out trade pattern alerts during the day. So when you do the trial, you will get a trade pattern alert. Those, I think in February, it had a 28% return for the month of February. When you become a member, in addition to the trade pattern alerts, you get, we do a live trade every morning at 10 a.m., a live trade every evening at 6 p.m., and then you can see we have lots of group training sessions. It's that constant coaching that we think makes the difference in you being able to trade consistently and profitably versus not having it. I like to work off of a little checklist, hold on, man, I'm going in a little trouble this morning finding things. Every morning, I like to just refresh the green chart, and what that does is it picks up any updates they might have done and just clears out the memory so it works well. However you trade, this is kind of one of the more important parts, I think, of your routine, which is going back and looking at trades that didn't do what you thought they would do. With our indicators, there's a simulator on there where you can go back in time, not only for back testing, but for just taking a look at when a trade didn't go the way it was supposed to, what was in that signal that you saw that might have told you that wasn't a good trade. And the more times you do that and pick up those little bits of information, I've been trading for 6 years, and sometimes I still make a mistake. I do something that I shouldn't, and when I go back, I am reminded that, hey, look at this, you shouldn't have done that. You were cutting it, you were cutting it too close, or you broke one of the rules because you still thought the trade was okay. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. And our indicators are very good at predicting the price action. That is where the pair is going to move to. And if we figure out where the pair is going to move to, we can make some money. But news does impact currency prices. So I want to figure out what news is coming up so I can trade around it. And forexfactory.com helps me do that. Forex Factory is breaks news events down into 3 different categories. Yellow is low impact. I ignore those. Orange is medium impact. I also ignore those. Some people pay attention to them, but I ignore them. And red, which is high impact. And this morning, we've got some red items on the Canadian dollar, which is a consumer price index at 830. So usually within a 2-hour window of this news event, I'm not going to trade it, because what happens is when the news does come out, there it can be like a little whiplash where there's a big and fast move. And if you have an open trade, you can get stopped out. And 2, I found that people who've got access to the people who publish this information, because this information is already known, it's just going to be announced. They get access to it and start to trade on it. So it starts to move things. So I just trade around it. And then tonight there's some stuff on the Bank of Japan, but any trade we take now should be done in the next 3 hours. So with that, the trade I am going to do this morning, we've got a dozen different signals. And when we coach someone, we figure out what your availability is to trade and your risk preferences, and we will develop a customized trade plan. The one that suits me is something called the 10-point trade signal. I like to take it on a 1-hour chart. On a 1-hour chart, trades are worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. My sweet spot tends to be 11 pips. You'll notice I'm trading a lot size of 10. My account is over $100,000. So 11 pips on $100,000 on a lot size of 10 is about a little over $1,000, and this trade should close within 1 to 3 hours. And the strategy is simple. There are kind of three parts to the chart. This middle, the majors and minors. This top, the TNTs, and this bottom, the pressure. And basically, I want lines from all three sections to be going the same way. And when I get that, I've got a high probability trade, and I want all three sections to agree. And when all three sections agree, that increases the probability that the trade is going to do what I want, because each section is measuring something different. Chart I'm going to trade off of this morning is something called the Light 6 Major. It is a composite chart. It's showing me 6 different currency pairs. In this case, they're all US based. I start with the middle section of the chart, which is the majors and minors. The red and green line is our major indicator. The black and gray line is our minor indicator. This horizontal red line is our oversold line. Horizontal blue line is our overbought line. And I am looking for situations where the majors and minors, all the lines are going in one direction. We're starting at either oversold or overbought, and they're going in one direction. So when they're oversold, going up, I'm going to take a trade and ride it up through the channel, and you can see there's 3 green candles here. And then when it's going down, the same thing. Now here, Australian US dollar. So we're overbought. We've got everybody going down. That's the second thing I'm looking for. Third thing is I want the red line to have crossed over the green line and the black line to have crossed over the gray. So that's the third thing. And then the fourth thing I'm looking for is the slope of the green line. And I want this better than 45 degrees. Steeper, the better. Now, issue here. So we've got all 4. Issue here is we're more than halfway. I don't really like taking trades when we're more than halfway. So I'm going to pass on this. So if I don't like what I see here, I don't need to look at the TNTs or the pressure. Euro USD, this is my favorite pair to trade. Overbought, everybody's coming down. I've got the double cross, reds on top, blacks on top, good steepness on the green line. 2 orange lines coming down, 2 blue lines. So the each of these is kind of measuring the rate of change at different speeds. So I want at least 3 of the 4 of these lines agreeing with what I see here. So the 2 orange lines going down are telling me sell. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue's going up, that means sell. So all 4 are telling me sell. So that's the second thing I'm looking for. So I've got everything here. And then I'm going to go down to the pressure. And I want these lines either going down or I want the red line on top. So I don't have the pressure yet. This is a good signal. I like this signal, but the pressure isn't quite there yet. So I'm going to pass. This is also a good signal. Overbought, everybody's coming down, double cross, good steepness on the green line. Green line is just entering the channel. But again, the pressure, I don't have the pressure here. These two look kind of similar. Dollar, Canadian dollar. This is also a very good signal. Oversold, everybody's going up, double cross, good steepness on the green line. The lines are all clustered. I like that. That's a kind of a plus in my mind when the lines are clustered versus the lines being spread apart. And it's less than halfway. 2 orange lines going up very steeply, 2 blue lines going down very steeply. You can see like the steepness here versus the steepness here. But we still don't have the pressure with us. I want these lines either going up or I want the green line to have crossed over. Green line's about to cross over, but it's not quite there yet. So again, I'm going to pass. Dollar Swiss franc. We're oversold, but we don't have agreement. Dollar yen. Actually, before we came on, I looked at this and I liked it, but just in the 20 minutes or 30 minutes since I looked at it, the green line has gone all the way through the channel. Had this been, it was back up here 20 minutes ago, I probably would have taken that. Terrific steep. See how steep this is? And it moved. Here we only have 3 of the 4, but we've got down pressure and red on top. So we get 2 points here. So this one was ready. It's very weak down pressure. Both the red and the green line are going down. So that was a miss. So I've cloned this chart and made another 6 pairs. These are non-USD pairs. So let's see what we've got here. Euro pound overbought. Everybody's coming down. Double cross. And good steepness on the green line. So that's all 4. 2 orange lines going down, thick orange, thin, dotted blue, and thick blue going up. So that's 4 points there. I've got up pressure. Both lines are going up, but the red has crossed over. So this is a point. So 1, 4, and 4, 9 points. Now, just one thing here. Pound yen is kind of already extended. I was going to say between the two. Again, this was a good setup. Actually, I liked this setup a little bit better than this one when I was looking earlier. But whatever's going on with the yen, we got a good down move, and it's gone past the halfway. So let's when I see this setup here, what I want to do is confirm it. And I confirm it by going to a full chart. As this is a composite chart showing me different pairs, a full chart is going to show me one pair, euro pound, with multiple time periods. So 1 hour, this is the chart we were just looking at, 2 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour, 12 hour day. So what I want to confirm this signal is I want the 2 hour to be overbought and I want the 4 hour to be overbought. In case both of these are overbought, they don't have to be going down. This by itself is a good sell signal. I want them overbought because when these are overbought, there's a less chance that if this signal weakens, I'll get stopped out. So I've got my confirmation. Then the question is, what is this worth? You know, some of the trades we do, the take profits predetermined, 5 pips, 3 pips, whatever it might be. On other trades, you gotta figure it out. And I figure it out. I'm going to take a full clean chart. Oops, that's the wrong one. This one. Here we go. I'm going to take a full clean chart. So this is just the candles. And I'm going to drop some support and resistance in here. And that's going to become the bounds within which I trade. And by crunching the chart up, it gives me more data points. But as you can see, there's nothing back here. So I'm going to just open it back up and just use what we've got. So, and also looking at it, I want to know the trend. So here's a downtrend. Here was a big up move, down move. This is kind of sideways. So I don't really have a clear trend here. If I'm trading with the trend, I can be a little more aggressive in how many pips I want to take. If I'm trading against the trend, I'm going to be a little more conservative in how many pips I'm going to take. So support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. So they seem to stop here, 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 here. I don't want to trade through this because since I want to get in and get out, if I'm taking a buy, I don't want to take a buy on this side of it when I'm going up here because I'm going to get boxed. It takes a while to break through that. Seems to stop in here, over here, over here. There's a big line. And actually, let's see. Stopping in here, it's bouncing off of here, bouncing off of here, over here, 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 over here. And then let's open it up even a little more. I want to know how much room I have from where I'm at to where the line is. So we've got, if you look on the top left corner, 9 pips up. And these lines on the Euro USD, they tend to be between 30 and 40 pips apart. Here, we're only 15 pips apart, unless we consider this. But it looks like this, it is bouncing there. And then now the only other thing I don't like, and it's moving while we're talking because it's gone past our spot. That's only 3 pips. Or my issue here is generally I don't like to take trades that are less than 10 pips. And we are less than 10 pips. And we were at 9 here, and it's less than 9 now since it's moved since we've been talking. Let's see if we've got something else, and we'll come back to this. Let's see if we've got something else, and we'll come back to it. Australian dollar, yen. It's evening in both of these markets. I want one of these to be actively trading, so I'm going to pass. Euro Canadian dollar, overbought. Everybody's going down double cross, but I don't like the slope on the green line. Plus, we don't have the pressure. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, oversold, going down. Pound yen, we're past the halfway mark. Green line is almost sold, overbought. Everybody's going down. We just barely have the double cross, but the slope on the green line isn't quite good enough. And it looks like on the pressure, the green line is on top to me here. And actually, we don't have 4 here. We've only got 2. Well, let's go to the next group. Canadian dollar, yen. Boy. You'll see I do go through and take a look before we come on. This was a good setup, but that yen is moving, so we missed it. Euro, New Zealand dollar. We don't have the double cross. Pound New Zealand dollar, overbought. Major's still going up. New Zealand dollar, yen. Both of these are nighttime. Again, on a 1-hour chart, I want one of these to be actively trading because I want to get my move within 1 to 3 hours. Gold, dollar, overbought. Majors are going sideways. Euro, Swiss franc, oversold. Again, we missed this. Let's see what we've got on the last chart. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. We're not going to trade the Canadian dollar this morning because of the news. Swiss franc yen, overbought. Everybody's going down. Double cross. Red's on top, gray, black's on top. Good steepness on the green. 2 orange lines going down very steeply. Dotted blue going up. So I got 3 of the 4. I've got up pressure, but I've got red on top. So Swiss franc, yen. Let's do our confirmation. Swiss franc, yen. So I'm looking for these to be overbought. Both of them are. The 2 hours overbought. The 4 hours overbought. In fact, they're all overbought. But basically, I want these two to prevent us from getting stopped out. So we've got that. Now we need to figure out what it's worth. So that's Swiss franc, yen. Gonna crunch it up so we get more data points to drop our support and resistance lines in. Come on. Oh, it's off just a little bit, but stops in here. Stops in here and here. Let's open this up a little bit so we can see it a little better. So we are trading against the trend. We've got a big buy trend here. Question is, what's it worth? So 19 pips down. Uh, 18 pips up, so it's about 40 pips. And I'm curious, what is it to this candle? 13 pips to this candle. So let's just let's look at the chart at the chart one more time. Everybody going down, good steepness on the green line, 2 orange going down, dotted blue going up. Let's go ahead and take a 13 pip sell, 13 pip sell on the Swiss franc yen. So I am going to, you can take that on your simulator or if you're using MetaTrader. So Swiss franc yen, do I have that opened up? I do not. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart. And it's going to probably be down in this third group, Swiss franc yen right here. I am going to make this into a 1 hour chart. The spread is huge. The spread is almost 1.5. That's a large spread. So we need to get at least 10 pips. So 13 pips will work. So I'm going to click new order. My lot size is a function of how much I have in the account. This is a demo account. It's got 16,000 in it. When you're trading at 200 to 1 margin, good rule of thumb is to move this over 4 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1.62. I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. I'm going to just take the 1.62, market sell. Once it's recorded, I am going to right click, go to modify, and we said 13 pips. 13 pips is 130 points. I just add an extra 0. The points is the 5th decimal place over. The pips is the 4th decimal place over. We'll use a 3 to 1, so it's going to be 39. If I click the little blue button, it does the math. I click the little red if I click these buttons, it does the math for me. And then let's click modify. And I want to be, when we were looking at this, when we were looking at the, I want to be within this candle. So I'm going to adjust this a little bit to pull it back so that I'm within the candle. Oh, shoot. Come on here. Still even a little bit more. My mouse isn't that precise. There we go. So we took a sell for 13 pips on the Swiss franc yen with a take profit of 170.098, 170.098, and a stop loss of 170.596. Take profit of 170.098, stop loss of 170.596. I expect this to close within the next 3 hours. If you want to learn to trade, best way to do it is find somebody who's good at it and get them to teach you. We are good at it. We're very transparent. You can come watch us trade. You can come watch the process and see that it works for yourself. We'll let you even use the indicators and give you some instruction on how to use them so that you can feel comfortable that, hey, these things work, they're accurate, and I can make money. If you have any questions, you can schedule some time with me, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. We'll see you this afternoon with the overnight trade. Have a terrific day, and we'll see you tonight. Bye-bye.